Alright, so now for my TBR for the month of January. I know that January is pretty much halfway over, but yeah, I got a little late start. Like I said, I had pleurisy, which was not fun, and I got a lot of reading time, but I didn't get to post any videos. So, first book on my TBR was The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell. And I read this in high school. I really liked it. It was a nice twist on a story. Like, you thought one thing and it was completely different. So I really liked this. I wanted to reread it, and short read. So yeah, that was my first book, and I did read that one already, so that one's checked off the list. My second book, which I'm almost done with, is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I'm trying to get through the complete Mortal Instruments series. That way I can do the Infernal Devices and the companion books. I've read a good portion of this, read about that much. I'm on chapter 15, and I like it so far. The first book was really good. I don't like some of the twists because they make it really awkward, especially in this book. It's really awkward. I won't go into too much detail. I don't want to give any spoilers, but yeah, once I'm finished with the entire series, I will do a spoiler-free review, and then I might even add on some spoilers on the end, kind of like Jesse the Reader does. Have not decided yet. So, yeah, that was on my to-be read, and like I said, I'm more than halfway through. And then if you can probably guess the next three books, I have City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, which is the third book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Lost Souls. So these stories follow Clary as she finds out that she is a shadow hunter, and that basically means she hunts demons, and she comes from this world that she never knew existed, and it's a really great story. The movie does not do it justice. City of Bones, it wasn't very good. Once I read the book, I realized how bad the movie really was. I haven't watched Shadowhunters yet, so I can't tell you how that is. My plan is to read the whole series, do a book review on it, and then watch the show. So maybe I'll do a review of the show. I don't know. The next book on my series is pretty daunting. It's called Illuminae by Emil Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's a really cool book. I haven't gotten very far. I'm about 80 pages in. Not very far. I've heard from Haley and Bookland that it's a quick read. I don't see how she sees that because it's so big, but I understand at the same time because it's not written like a normal book. It's got logs and chats and pictures and just randomness, and it's beautiful. It's a beautifully done book. The cover is gorgeous. I just cannot seem to keep myself into it. It's not that the story's bad, it's just that it's hard, it's just cumbersome to read. I don't like the Kindle book because it doesn't feel real, if that makes any sense. It's just not as great as the actual book, which is not true of most books. I am a Kindle reader. I do listen to audiobooks. I just can't do it with this particular book. So I'm slowly working my way through this. It'll probably still be on my to-be read in February. But I'm hoping to get through it and move on to the next book because the third one comes out this year. So, yeah. And then the final four books on my list are the iZombie series. I watched the show. I read the first comic. I'm going to reread it. And I love the first comic. It was really good. It was nothing like the show, but it was really good. And the show is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Most people would say I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, so I'm going to read iZombie, Dead to the World, which is the first one. And these are the graphic novels, so they have more than one issue in them. So I have all 28 issues, and I'm going to read them all. And then iZombie, You Vampire is the second one. And iZombie 6 Feet Under and Rising is the third. And the fourth and final is iZombie Repossession. And these are by Chris Robertson and Michael Aldred, if I said that right. Alred? Not sure. So, yeah, like I said, I like the first one. I love the show, so I'm going to give them a shot again. Not really a comic book person. I'm very, very picky on my comics. I've read just a few, and my boyfriend's obsessed with them, so I try to get into them, but I usually only read the ones that I like Kingsman, love that one. And iZombie, I'm assuming I'll love as well. So that's my TBR for the month of January, and even though it's halfway over, and I'm only 2 books in, I am hopeful, no pun intended, and I think that I can accomplish at least half. I know I'm going to get through all the City of Bones. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.